Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Karrina Pitman. If you are new here, I am the founder of the Bloomin' Method, and I help women with hormonally complex issues such as type 1 diabetes, PMOS, insulin resistance, help and finally lose the weight that you're trying to lose. All my links are down below for that. However, let me show you in this video, besides my little espresso, I'm going to show you in this video 3 different breakfasts you can have to help your body with your insulin resistance, help your hormones, so then you feel great all day, because there's mixed information out there on there's intermittent fasting, and then there's, waiting an hour till you eat because cortisol spikes and all these things. However, at the end of all of the different data that's out there, what it really comes down to is as long as you get protein first thing in the morning, your hunger cues throughout the day should stabilize, so you should not have any actual blood sugar crashes because you're starting your body off strong first thing in the morning. So 3 different types of breakfasts. Let's go through it. Option 1, I'm normally a gluten-free, dairy or lactose-free person. However, recently I've been trying to integrate more gluten in my diet and seeing how my body works with it, and I've not had any issues. However, I have run into this hero bread. This hero bread, fiber is essentially very, very essential in stabilizing blood sugar. For women, typically the recommended amount is like 25 to 35 grams of fiber a day. And fiber helps slow down the digestion in your body. So with that means whatever sugar or carbs you're gonna eat, it's gonna slow that spike instead of having a dramatic spike and crash as you normally would, that most women and most honestly humans deal with when they are eating. So hero bread, it's a little bit on the more pricier end. It is about $8 for a loaf. However, don't exit out the video. There's other options out there. But really, this in one slice, it's 60 calories, 6 grams of protein, and 12 grams of fiber. So you're eating that. So you can have a slice of bread, or alternatively, you can do sourdough. If you are focused on calories, sourdough does have it's 120 calories per slice, but do what you will. On top of that, I have a side of berries. Berries, fruit are such good ways to get fiber in. It's a little carb you can have as well. And it's just delicious to have in the morning. And then obviously eggs. So I would typically do 2 or 3 eggs, and I would put a little bit of butter on the toast. And then also I would add arugula, which my arugula is bad, so I'm not gonna show you that. But that's a good option. You have fat from the butter, you have healthy fats from the eggs, you have the omegas from the eggs, you have protein from the eggs, and then you also have a little bit of protein from the bread and fiber from the bread, and then the berries and the fruit and the fiber. So really, when you're looking at this, it's a filling meal because it has all components that you're wanting. And it's honestly will really take you 10 minutes to make, and you could be out the door. Also, when it comes to this bread, it's 6 grams of protein per slice, 60 calories. So if you do the little protein test that everybody talks about, every time you add a 0 to the protein amount, if it matches the amount of calories, it's typically good. So solid there. So I would definitely recommend this. Option 2, if you are really on the go, is a Greek yogurt. And if you really don't want to cook something too, but you can eat real quick, get a Greek yogurt. You can buy Greek yogurt in bulk, buy the little containers if it's more convenient, and then add some chia seeds. If you don't like chia seed pudding, which I get because I don't either, I'm a texture girl, but throw a little bit of chia seeds in this, and then also have some frozen fruit, and you are good to go. Again, 80 calories, 14 grams of protein. So it's a little bit off, however, super good, super filling. And then the chia seeds, you have your omega-3s, you have your poly and monounsaturated fats, which are really good for you, and the omega-3s, so super helpful. And then also there's 5 grams of protein in 2 tablespoons. Now, I probably wouldn't do tablespoons. If it were me, I'd probably just do a tablespoon because that's just a lot. in this, but it's just an option. And then frozen fruit is also a hack that you can get frozen fruit, oftentimes organic, cheaper than if you buy just organic fruit in bulk from the store, because I don't know, frozen fruit and veggies, they're just always cheaper they're in your freezer. So super good mix to have there. And then the last thing, optional, I don't know if this is all over the country. However, this is a really good option. It is the Red's Egg Witch. So it's chicken, sausage, and egg and cheese. Again, so if you didn't have time to make this or put all this together, you could just, if you're just going straight to work, pop this in the microwave if they have one, or pop it in the microwave before you leave and put it on a napkin, eat it on your drive. But super clean, 200 calories, 15 grams of protein. You have a little bit of saturated fat, so 13 grams of fat total. But it's a super clean ingredient if you get the Red's brand. I don't know if they have this all over the country. However, in Tennessee, they do. But again, another simple, easy, you have your fats, you have your protein. I would probably find a little carb that you can eat, maybe have a slice of bread with it, maybe take some berries, but that is your option. Or if you do put like cream or sugar in your coffee, then you have your carbs there. So really all encompassing of this video, everything has a protein, carb, and fat, and fiber. And really, when you're looking at your meals and how you're structuring your days, it doesn't need to be 12 ingredients like this meal is. However, if you have 10-15 minutes to cook up some eggs real quick, go for it. Pop this in the air fryer or the oven toaster if you have it, and then make it real quick and take it on the go. It doesn't have to be complicating. The thing is the decision fatigue of how long it's taking you to make breakfast is how long it's basically taking to actually make the thing. So just decide what you're gonna eat and make it. And then give yourself options, like what can I actually eat? What can I actually pull from that I'm gonna feel great about next time? So if you enjoyed this type of video, let me know down below. Sign up for one-on-one coaching, and I have my Bloom at 30 program also. It is more of an inexpensive program. So it's still one-on-one coaching, but it's Bloom at 30. So that link is down below. All of my links are down below. I also have a little PMOS meal guide down below for free you can grab. So that is just how you can kind of get a gauge on different types of meals similar to this and have it always in your back pocket when you're at the grocery store.